I am your host, Sarah Priebus. We've just been talking about how to make money on this app, which is great because it's just in time for the holidays. There's holidays in the Philippines, there's holidays here in the US and Canada, all over. So if you're celebrating something, you want to make some money right now for the holiday season, you are in the right place. We've got trivia coming up in about 15 minutes. We're giving away $500. We do that every single weeknight right now. Okay, and we're also giving away the answer to question 8 so that you're that much closer. Tonight, we're also talking about Cyber Monday deals and how you can link those things, those items, maybe your holiday wish lists or any recommendations for anyone else who's looking to help buy gifts for friends or family for the holiday season. We're going to be talking about the display case feature. And I've linked some new products, some things that are on Cyber Monday deals right now, things that I actually use, I have in my home, I'm really excited about. It was time for a refresh, so we're going to be talking about all of that stuff in just a little bit. But right now, let's talk about trivia. Who here has played trivia? Have you heard of it? Do you know? If you've played trivia before, throw, I don't know, maybe the number of games. This is a fun one. Throw the number of games that you think you've played with me in the chat. Is it 10 games? Is it 1 game? Is it too many to count? How many trivia games do you think that you've played with me in your lifetime? And in all the trivia games that I've ever hosted, how many games do you think you've played with me? That's a fun one. Kevin says, hoping for the first today. Tim Dozer, 79. That's a good guess. I wish I knew the answer. Kathy Davis says, lots. Good. I love it. China Thug says, all of them. Chaz says, too many. Chaz, you can't get enough trivia with me. You are so excited to be here every single night. I know it. All right, and I'm excited to give away the answers. So we're going to do a little thing right now. I'm going to pull up the question 8 to tonight's game. You're going to put in what you think the answer is. This is for no money, but this is the actual question 8. And then I'm going to reveal what the correct answer is, so you're that much closer to winning tonight's trivia games. I know we could all use a little extra padding in those pockets. So let's take a look and see. This one's actually very festive. It's in the holiday mood. So do you know this? All of the following are different names for mulled wine except glühwein, Krita, glögg. All of these are different names for mulled wine except glühwein, Krita, or glögg. Do you know your mulled wine synonyms? Or should I say cinnamon? Because that's in a lot of mulled wine, right? Mulled wine is full of all kinds of wintry, delicious spices. These are reading like they're in foreign languages, and that's because they are. They are the different words for mulled wine in different languages, all except for one. And most of you are looking like you know this. This is one of those that you didn't need my help on tonight. I'm very impressed. Did anyone drink mulled wine for the holidays, or do you normally drink mulled wine? As soon as this is down, you'll have to let me know in the comments. Are you mulled wine people? All right, Krita is the correct answer. 62% of you got that. Bravo. And now the rest of you are going to get it in tonight's trivia game. Krita is the answer. And Krita, it just means spice. So there you go. You're missing the actual wine component of that. Bravo to everyone who got it. If you're just joining us, we got trivia coming up 15 minutes from now. $500 is up for grabs. And you're going to want it because there's some Cyber Monday steals that I am about to talk about. I'm going to show you how I've linked them to my display case, what items I'm really excited about. We got a couple more hours left, and then we move into Giving Tuesday, another fabulous holiday, one that, I don't know, maybe you'll want to give your trivia winnings, your display earnings back to another charitable cause, right? So we can talk about that tomorrow, but tonight we're going to talk a little bit about Cyber Monday. We're going to talk about the display case, how you can set yours up, what kinds of things you might want to link, because there's so many ways to make money and connect here on display, and I want to get you excited about them. We'll be right back. Well, hello, display bees. Look at these bright eyes, full bellies, and empty pockets. Oh, looks like some of you had a lovely holiday weekend and a productive Black Friday. How'd you spend it? A big day of family fun? Or was it more about sharing a quiet day with friends? Maybe the food was so good you didn't even look up from your full plates to talk. I mean, that is my kind of meal right there. Or did you save all your energy for the biggest shopping day of the year? Hey, and maybe you don't even live in the US and this was just like a normal weekend. No matter how you spent it, I am happy you've decided to spend some time with me tonight. If you tuned in at 7:30 for the pre-show, you got an answer to a question in tonight's game, and you got some bonus time with yours truly. I know it's Cyber Monday, but wow, I mean, that sounds like a deal. Now some rules. You'll have 10 seconds each to answer 10 questions. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and that you're holding your phone vertically so that when the questions pop up on your screen, you can pick the right one. And make sure to choose carefully because once you tap, there is no going back. Once you win, that money shows up in your display bank if you're active in the app and have a completed profile. I spent last Thursday counting my blessings, but by the end of this game, I want you all to be counting some cash. Are you ready? It's time for display trivia. Question 1. Which of the following is not a major credit card company? Visa, MasterCard, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Which of the following is not a major credit card company? Visa, MasterCard, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know if you guys know this, but we are living in an increasingly cashless society, and I'm okay with it. At what point was someone like, you know what would be a good way to exchange goods and services? I know, dirty pieces of paper. Even physical credit cards are getting more and more rare. At most places, you can pay with just your phone or your watch. At what point am I just going to do a quick retina scan at Trader Joe's to pay for my maple oat beverage? Until that day comes, you're gonna wanna keep your plastic on you at all times where most major credit cards are accepted. Question 2. Correctly complete the name of the fable. The tortoise and the hare, the tortoise and the bear, the tortoise and the eclair. Correctly complete the name of the fable. The tortoise and the hare, the tortoise and the bear, the tortoise and the eclair. Oh, you know this story. It's about two animals, one you would expect to win a foot race and the other, yeah, not so much. It's what we call a parable, which means you think you're hearing a story, but secretly, there's a lesson in there too, like the boy who cried wolf. That boy said wolf too many times when there wasn't one, and then what happened? When a wolf came a-knocking, no one believed this young man's story. I don't think it ended well for him. And things didn't end well for the hare in this story, who thought since he was so much faster than the tortoise, he could just take a little nap. Moral of the story, don't rest on your laurels. Question 3. Rolex is a luxury manufacturer of what item? Cars, watches, crystal vases. Rolex is a luxury manufacturer of what item? Cars, watches, crystal vases. Is the luxury version always better? I'm not so sure. I mean, I never shell out for premium gas, and I feel like I can find pretty good deals on clothes that maybe aren't high fashion, but like, you know, they're nice. The one place where I think it's safe to cut corners? Medical procedures. Look, I gotta save money somewhere, and if my neighbor's got a working drill, well, who is to say he isn't perfectly able to help me with this root canal? Yeah, so maybe some things actually should cost more, but tens of thousands for a watch? Yeah, the clock on my phone works just fine. Question 4. Select the word that is not a part of the EPA's 3 R's of sustainability. Recycle, replenish, reduce. Select the word that is not a part of the EPA's 3 R's of sustainability. Recycle, replenish, reduce. The 3 R's of sustainability. Okay, who came up with this list? A pirate? Arrgh. Hey, I didn't know pirates were so environmentally conscious. I mean, good on them. I mean, they spent a lot of time in the ocean, probably see how badly it needs cleaning, and I guess their ships do run on wind power. Hey, I didn't peg-leg them as tree-hugging hippies, but I guess we can learn a thing or two about ecology from Blackbeard. The 3 R's of sustainability are reduce, reuse, recycle, and it's important to remember them when buying or repurposing gifts and decorations this season. Question 5. Which of the following words does not describe the same garment? Jumper, woolly, trainer. Which of the following words does not describe the same garment? Jumper, woolly, trainer. Well, it's everyone's favorite time of year again. No, I'm not talking about the holidays. I am talking about sweater weather. It is that magical season when the temperature dips. People are more jolly because they're so cozy. Christmas cheer? Yeah, you would have it too if you treated yourself to a cable knit cardigan or turtleneck. Turtlenecks, by the way, the MVPs of sweaters. And jumper and woolly, although not so much stateside, are slang for what we in the US call sweaters. Trainers are sneakers, or people you pay to make you do crunches. Question 6. What day of the week, when preceded by black, describes the Wall Street crash of 1929? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What day of the week, when preceded by black, describes the Wall Street crash of 1929? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This fateful day in 1929 is what kicked off the economic period in history known as the Great Depression. Coincidentally, the Great Depression is also what starts, for me, the day after Thanksgiving, when none of my pants fit. Hello, sweatpants, my old friend. Here's to looking at you. The minute you get into your sweatpants, depression cured. It's the perfect formula. But the day the markets crashed was October 28, 1929, and it was quite the opposite of your typical Black Friday frenzy. Black Tuesday, as it came to be called, is way less fun than Cyber Monday. Question 7. Which of the following is not an album by the band Smashing Pumpkins? Siamese Dream, OK Computer, Melancholy, and the Infinite Sadness. Which of the following is not an album by the band Smashing Pumpkins? Siamese Dream, OK Computer, Melancholy, and the Infinite Sadness. Okay, now this question's in here because the band name, Smashing Pumpkins, is the perfect activity for today if you haven't done it already. Look, it was nice having all those gourds around while fall was here, but we're making last call and closing up shop for fall. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the heck out of here. Smash those pumpkins. Make room for snow people, snow angels, really all kinds of snow beings. OK Computer is the only album here by Radiohead. The other two are brought to you by this evening's outdoor activity. Question 8. All of the following are different names for mulled wine except glühwein, Krita, glögg. All of the following are different names for mulled wine except glühwein, Krita, glögg. Mulled wine. They call it that in English because it's wine that you really had to mull over. Do I want this? Let me think about it. Well, on one hand, it's warm and spiced, yum. On the other, no thank you, wine hangover. If I want a headache that persists throughout the day, I'll just turn all my screens up to full brightness while absolutely blaring the Joe Rogan Experience. If that's not appetizing, I know what you need. A nice warm mug of glögg or glühwein maybe. Krita is Swedish for spice, which no glass of mulled wine is complete without. Question 9. Toy Bazaar was the original name of the US-based toy store seen famously in what film? A Christmas Story, Big, Zombieland. Toy Bazaar was the original name of the US-based toy store seen famously in what film? A Christmas Story, Big, Zombieland. Any movie buffs in the game tonight? Okay, well let me ask you this. Why are you watching movies in the buff? Can you at least put on a pair of gym shorts? Sheesh. Nobody wants to walk into the living room and see your bare butt on the couch while you're 1 hour deep into the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Also, you're eating hot wings? At least cover yourself with a napkin. Dude, come on. Wow, I am so glad I don't live with someone like that, but any true movie buff would know the piano scene from Big, where Tom Hanks plays chopsticks on the floor keyboard in FAO Schwartz. And it's time for the final question. Question 10. Law enforcement in the same U.S. city where what historic event occurred first coined the term Black Friday? The signing of the Declaration of Independence, the first battle of the Revolutionary War, the inauguration of the first U.S. president. Law enforcement in the same U.S. city where what historic event occurred first coined the term Black Friday? The signing of the Declaration of Independence, the first battle of the Revolutionary War, the inauguration of the first U.S. president. My guess is they probably named it this because with all the stress and hullabaloo of what came to be known as Black Friday, they probably all just kind of blacked out. I mean, imagine trying to control crowds of people the day after Thanksgiving. You are still not operating at 100%. So how are you going to wrangle hundreds of holiday shoppers when your eyes are still glazed over from too much turkey? Black Friday, more like Bleak Friday, because I do not want to work that shift. But the city where this trend began was in my hometown, Philadelphia, PA, where the document that began the American Revolution was signed. Sign off on that game, display beast. You came, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge, and you're gonna get paid. I mean, who doesn't want some extra spending money this time of year, especially on Cyber Monday? Find out how you can earn even more in this app, plus get a practice question that you can use in trivia. Happy shopping, everyone. Go snag those last minute deals. And don't forget to come tomorrow. Learn how to make more money on display. You know that you don't just have to tune in to trivia to make money on display, right? Some of you do. The same people who got the answer to question 8 tonight, they know by tuning into the pre-show that you can actually make money here on display just by posting. We're the social that pays. And if you don't know anything about that, definitely tune in tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern and find out how. Y'all, I'll see you tomorrow on display.